Mate, it hasn't just been a big week for me. It's been a huge week for you. A huge week for the Richmond Footy Club. A strange week, I would imagine. I mean, I know mathematically finals are still on the table, but it's unlikely. And, you know, it's got to be strange for someone and a club and a team that has done what you guys have done in the last 4 or 5 years to be looking at having the most important month of football off. It's got to be strange. And how have you reflected on it, and what do you put it down to?
Oh, it certainly has been strange, and even just the back end of this season's been a little bit strange as well. We've had a lot of injuries, and we haven't had I suppose a clean run at it for most of the year, and even doing quarantine in Perth a few weeks ago, just a whole week over there. It's going to be really strange running out there on tomorrow and finishing up the season, knowing the actual finish date and when you're going to not play footy and then sit back and watch finals and whatnot, which we've been involved in deep for the last four years. So, look, I think, to be honest, there's a little bit of we're obviously really disappointed that we're not going to play finals, and that really hurts. But it's also the way we're looking at it is it's a great chance for us to rejuvenate as well. Like we've been deep into September now for 4 years and played nearly another whole season of football, more than a lot of teams have over that 4-year period, and even last year.
Do you think that's added to your injury problems? Is that something that you've discussed internally? Because you have played, you've played more football than other clubs.
No doubt. I think it's probably worn. I think on the mental side of things, even last year, you look at when we finished. We actually finished end of October, so had a month and a half off, and then we're back into it again on a shortened pre-season. Yeah. So that mental toll is sort of worn thin. Actually spoke to Jordan Lewis about what it was like for Hawthorn through their successful period as well, and he just said it's the hardest thing to continue to get up and get going when you do go that little bit longer, whilst the rewards are so great and you continually want to try and do it. It does wear on you, and physically probably not getting a full pre-season into some of our younger kids who haven't played a lot of footy. I think we spoke about Thompson Dow, who's a young kid who we drafted 2 years ago. He's played in 8 games for points, and that's at AFL and VFL level. So some of the development, unfortunately, has just gone by the wayside just due to the fact that there hasn't been a competition. Soft cap has been cut, so a lot of development coaches have lost their jobs. So, I mean, for us, it's probably a perfect storm where a lot of things go wrong. We've had a lot of guys being injured, and we just haven't played well enough as well. So, a bit disappointing, but looking forward to watching the finals over the back end of the season there and seeing who does come out on top.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Now, I don't know if you've listened, but your cousin Nick likes to use a term that I've heard him say a lot in the last few weeks, and that's that the belly's a little bit full. Is that something that's real for you? Have you sensed that at the club? And if not, do you feel that you guys, after another strong pre-season, time to recharge, not having to play these finals, do you see yourself pushing straight back up the ladder and contending again next year?
Certainly, I don't think. I think what Rui's trying to say there is that are we content with what we've done? And once you've been to the top, you see what it's like, and you get to taste that success, and it is so fulfilling that. You can't just be content with one or two or three or however many. You always want to get out there and compete and win again. And there's always guys that miss out. So we've got a group of guys that have played in 3. We've got a group of guys that have played in 2 premierships, and then we've got, I think, 1 or 2 blokes, maybe only one at the club, who's played in 1 grand final. So, and a whole host of young kids that have come into a really successful football club that have never played in a premiership and haven't played a lot of footy for the football club. So they're the ones that you really want driving your program. And I firmly believe that once we get a really good pre-season block into some of our guys, and there's no secret to if you have a good pre-season, you actually, and this is from an individual point of view for the players, if you can do 80 to 90% of a full pre-season, it generally sets you up for being relatively injury-free over the season. So. We go back, we have a rest now, we take some time off, we recoup, we hopefully get our boys back to their home states, which is going to be a little bit of a difficult issue with obviously border closures at the moment, but we look forward to attacking season 2022, and the best blueprint for us is 2016 and the way we came out after that season, which was really poor, and then the rest is history, really.
Absolutely. You'd be a brave man to be betting against the Tigers next year. That is for sure to bounce back. Now, mate, Bachar Houli, David Astbury, two great Richmond men, pulled their boots up for the last time this week. What are your thoughts on those? They're obviously, premiership teammates, close mates of yours, had unbelievably good careers. What do you want to say about them?
Yeah, look, obviously it's disappointing when you lose players to retirement, but when you lose great characters, it is even harder to stomach. It's also really hard to replace good characters around a sporting environment or any environment for that matter. So we lose Bachar Houli, who is the face of diversity, along with Eddie Betts in terms of the way they push the game and just spread the love, really. And Bachar's been an amazing player. And we were very grateful to get him across from Essendon. I think we actually guaranteed him that he'd be playing in the midfield when we first got him across from your Bombers, Paney, and then sent him straight to half back. But arguably could be a Norm Smith medalist if you ask the right people. They probably say that in 2017 he should have won that Norm Smith medal, but he leaves our football club, but he certainly won't be lost to our football club. He runs the Bachar Houli Foundation out of Richmond, and he'll be involved with a lot of things through the AFL as well, with integrating young Muslim kids and kids from different faiths into playing AFL and promoting the game. And David Astbury, who he's arguably one of the best teammates that I've ever played against, and he's really done it the hard way. He's a three-time premiership player, but he's played for 12 years, drafted from Western Victoria, and had 14 surgeries, I think, Paney, and coming up for his 15th. He's going to be his 15th after his last game tomorrow. So he's done it the hard way. He really has done it the hard way, but he's just one of those guys that is a stalwart of a football club, ever reliable, and just gets the job done. And
he looks that. Yeah, he absolutely looks it.
Yeah, we really look forward to. We look forward to hopefully having a win tomorrow for those boys and being able to chair David Astbury off and give them both the send off that they deserve. But we look forward to lockdown finishing soon, and we can all catch up and have some beers together and certainly tell some stories of their journey and our journey over the last few years.
Yeah, no doubt, mate. I've got to admit as well, I'm a bit disappointed myself with Bachar going down. He's been an integral part of my ultimate footy team for a number of years. So congratulations to Bachar Houli and David Astbury, who've had wonderful careers with the Richmond Football Club. This is Jack and Paney on SEN Hobart, and we'll be back shortly.